Hello student, today's topic is basic of HTML. It is a part of unit Introduction to HTML and CSS. The objective of today's session is design and develop web pages using basic HTML tags. With the help of this session, you can develop simple web page using basic HTML tags.
Introduction. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is a standard markup language for creating web pages. HTML describes the structure of web page. Web page using HTML can be created in Notepad, Notepad++, and any other software. HTML web page having an extension of .html or .htm. It means suppose we are creating an HTML page in a Notepad. In that case, we have to save that file with .html extension or .htm extension. HTML web page contains collection of tags and elements. So here are some of the HTML tags. First, HTML. It is a root element of HTML web page. Then head, body, title, HR, IMG, embed, Digi Sound, blink, font, center, marquee, and a tag. So these are the basic HTML tags of HTML. There are so many tags in HTML, but I have covered only this much of tags. So first tag is HTML. So HTML is a root element of any HTML web page. So HTML element is defined by start tag, some content, and end tag. It means in a HTML web page, the first element or the first tag should be HTML start tag. Then it contains some content. Then after the last tag will be HTML end tag. HTML elements can be nested. So it means in a HTML web page, there is one HTML tag. That HTML tag contains some other tag. So it contains nested element. All HTML document consists of nested HTML element. The HTML element is a root element and it defines the whole HTML document. It has a start tag in angular bracket HTML and an end tag in angular bracket / HTML. So this is considered as starting tag and this is considered as ending tag. So an HTML web page must contains this tag as a starting tag, means that is our first tag, and this tag must be available as a end tag, means that is our last tag of any HTML web page. So here is an example of HTML tag. So that is our starting tag, then a body tag, then welcome to DWPD, that is our tag, then closing body tag, then closing HTML tag. So here, in a given example, HTML is a root element or a root tag. It contains another tag that is body. So we can say that HTML web page contains nested of elements, means one one tag is returned inside another tag. Now next tag is head tag. The head element is a container for metadata and is placed between HTML tag and body tag. So here what is metadata? Metadata is data about data. The metadata is data about the HTML document. Metadata is not displayed at runtime. Means suppose we are creating a metadata in a HTML web page, then at a runtime it will not display any data in a document. Metadata typically defines the document title, character set, style, script, and other meta information. It means suppose a web page contains a title which is displayed at the title of a browser. So that can be set with the help of title tag. So title tag must be written inside a head tag. So example is HTML tag. So that is our starting tag, then head tag, then we have to write down title tag. So title, then welcome to DWPD, then closing title tag, then closing head tag. It means the head tag contains metadata. So head contains the title tag and the title tag contains welcome to DWPD tag. Then closing head tag, then body tag. Inside a body, we have not written anything. So our HTML web page contains no information in a body part. Then closing HTML tag. So the output of this example will be like this. So that is my that code is written inside a title.html file. Okay. So the output will be, so here we have written welcome to DWPD, that will be displayed over here. Suppose we are not writing the title tag, in that case it will display a text like title.html. So to override that file name, we must have to write down title tag. Next tag is a body tag. So the importance of body tag is whatever display inside a HTML web page, that must be written inside a body tag. So the body tag defines the document body, means our web page body. The body element contains all the content of an HTML document, such as heading, paragraph, image, hyperlink, table, list, etc. Means whatever we want to display inside a web page, that must be written inside a body tag. There can be only one body element in an HTML document. Example is HTML, then head, then title, welcome to DWPD, plus title, then closing tag of head, then body tag. Then I have written welcome to VPMB Polytechnic. So that is my text, which will be displayed in a web page. Then closing body tag, then closing HTML tag. Now the output of this example will be like this. So here I have written welcome to VPMB Polytechnic inside a body tag. So it must be displayed over here. So that will whatever written inside a body tag, that will be displayed at here. And here I have written a title. So title must be displayed at here. Okay. So title at here and body at here. So by this way we can use a body tag in our web page. Now next tag is HR tag. Now HR means horizontal rule or horizontal line. Suppose we want to add a horizontal line or horizontal rule in our web page. In that case, we have to use HR tag. So the HR tag defines a thematic break in an HTML page. Thematic break means it will display a horizontal line and move the control to a next line. The HR element is most often displayed as a horizontal rule that is used to separate content in an HTML page. So suppose we want to separate that content in our web page, in that case, we can use a HR tag. So the HR tag is a self-ending tag. Now what is self-ending tag? A tag which is ended by itself is called as self-ending tag. Like in a previous example, we have written body starting tag as well as closing body tag. So it is not a self-ending tag because it must require an ending tag as well as starting tag. But in case of HR tag, it does not require a self, sorry, in case of HR tag, it does not require an ending tag. So it is known as self-ending tag. Like example is, here I will assume that whatever is written, that must be written inside a body tag. So inside a body tag, I have written HR. It means first horizontal line or horizontal rule. Then I have written in a B tag subject name. Now what is B? B means bold. So starting B tag, then subject name, then closing B tag. It means subject name will be displayed in a bold format. Then again HR means horizontal rule or horizontal line. Then I have written DWPD, so that is my simple tag. Then again HR, so again horizontal rule. Then again I have written Java, then again HR. So it means it will display like horizontal line, subject name, horizontal line, DWPD, horizontal line, Java, then horizontal line. So the output will be like this. So here we can see that horizontal line that comes with the help of HR tag. Then subject name, so that is written in a B tag. So it displays the output in a bold format. Then again HR tag, then DWPD, then again HR tag, then subject name, then again HR tag. Then after this we have to write down closing body tag, then closing HTML tag. Now the next tag is ING tag. So here ING that is stands for image. So ING tag is used to display an image in our HTML web page. The HTML ING tag is used to embed an image in an HTML page. Images are not technically inserted into a web page. Images are linked to a web page. It means images cannot be copy paste in a HTML page or web page. Images must be linked to a web page. Now, how we can link? So, an image can be linked to a web page with the help of path. So, it requires a path of a file. The IMG tag creates a holding space for the reference image. It means whenever we are using a IMG tag in our web page or in our HTML page, at the same moment, it will hold a space to display an image in our web page. So it will occupy that space. And the rest of the data will be displayed in another space. Again, here IMG tag is a self-ending tag, like a HR tag. So it does not require an ending tag. The IMG tag has two required attributes or has two attributes. First one is SRC. Now, what is SRC? SRC means source. So that attribute specify the path of image. Means, suppose we want to display an image in our web page. At the same moment, it will require the absolute path of image. And ALT that is stands for alternate. So it specifies an alternate tags for the image. If the images for some reason cannot be displayed, it means suppose we are displaying an image in our web page. At the same moment, suppose that path contains some error or an image is not exist at a given specified path, then it will display that text instead of error. Like your example is HTML, then head, title, then DPMB Polytechnic, then closing title, then closing head. Then I have written body tag. Inside a body tag, I have directly displaying an image. So my code is ing, that is the tag. SRC, that is a source. Then is equal to in double quotation vpmp logo.jpg, then double quotation over. Now here I have written directly a file name with some extension. It means my HTML file and my image file must be located in the same folder. If both the file is located at the same folder, then there is no need to write down a drive name, then folder name, etc. So we can say that if file, image file and a web page both are located in the same folder, then we can directly write down a file name with some extension. Then ELT is equal to in double quotation VPMP dash logo. So what it does? Suppose this file is not available in the same folder. In that case, it will display this text VPMP dash logo. But if the image is available, then it will not display this text. So that is alternate. So if image is not available, then and then it will display this text. Then closing body tag, then closing HTML tag. So by this way, we can use IMG tag in our web page.
Now embed tag. The embed tag defines a container for an external resource such as a web page, a picture, or a media player, or a plugin in application. Example, to embed an HTML page in our web page, we have to write down embed type is equal to text oblique HTML, src is equal to img.html. So here img.html is our another HTML page. Width is equal to 500 and height is equal to 200. Means the width of that HTML page will be set as 500 pixel and height will be set as 200 pixel. To embed a video in our web page, we have to write down embed type is equal to video oblique webm src is equal to vpmp.mp4. So here vpmp.mp4 that is my video file. Then width is equal to 400 pixel and height is equal to 300 pixel. Now to embed an image in our web page, we have to write down embed type is equal to image oblique jpg. Then src is equal to path of our image. So the path is images, that is my folder. Inside that folder, I have kept vpmp logo.jpg file. Now width is equal to 300 pixel and height is equal to 200 pixel. So by this way, we can embed an HTML page, video, and image file in our web page. Now let's see an example of embed tag. So here I have written HTML tag, then body tag, then a text embed HTML page. Then it display a content. Now let's see an example of embed tag. So inside a body tag, I have written a text embed HTML page, then embed tag, embed type is equal to text oblique HTML, then src is equal to path of a HTML page, then width is equal to 500 and height is equal to 200. It means an HTML page will be displayed in a given width with the given height. The next, I have written embed video file. Means I am also embedding a video file in my same web page. So I have written embed type is equal to video oblique webm. Then src is equal to video file name with extension vpmp.mp4. Then again I have set width and height in some pixel. Again I have written embed image file. Then I have written a code embed type is equal to image oblique jpg. src is equal to full path of image file. Then I have set a width as well as height of the same image. Now let's see how it will display an output. So like here I am running embed.html file in a browser. So it will display an output like this. A text embed HTML page, then that is my width and that is my height of a HTML page. And inside that HTML page, I have written VPMP Polytechnic as well as I have added an image file. So by this way, we can add an HTML page in a web page. Then I have also written embed video file and it contains a video file. So by this way, we can add a video file in our web page. Then I have also added an image file in my web page. So with the help of embed tag, we can add an HTML page, we can embed a video file as well as we can embed an image file in our web page. Next tag is Digi Sound tag. Now what is the meaning of Digi Sound? Digi, that is stands for background. So full form is background sound. So this tag is used to play a soundtrack in a background file. So like generally we are saying that when we are loading any web page, at the same moment it will running some background music, okay, or it will running some instrumental music. So that Digi Sound tag is used for that. So Digi tag is used for only Internet Explorer. So suppose whenever we are using a Digi Soundtrack, at the same moment we must have to run that file in Internet Explorer only. So attributes are loop and SRC. Now what is the meaning of loop? So loop attribute is used to replay a background soundtrack. So suppose we are running a web page for 5 minutes and it contains a soundtrack of only 2 minutes. So suppose we are writing 3 as a value in a loop attribute. So it will run that MP3 file up to 5 minutes. SRC specify the path of sound file, means our MP3 file. So example is Digi Sound SRC is equal to path. Now next tag is blink tag. So blink, we are generally seeing in some flex banner, some text is blinking on off on off on off. So like the HTML blink tag is used to enclose a text to make it blink. This tag was supported by Netscape browser and now this is obsolete. It means it is only supported in a Netscape browser. It is not supported in an Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox as well as Google Chrome. The example is starting blink tag, then VPMP Polytechnic, that is my text, then closing blink tag. So whenever we are running the same code in a Netscape browser, at the same moment, a text VPMP Polytechnic will be blinking on off on off. So by this way, we can use a blink tag. Now next tag is font tag. So as we already know that what is the use of font in a notepad, in a Word or as well as in a PowerPoint. So the same font tag is also used to give some style or to change the size of a text in our web page. So the font tag was used in HTML4 to specify font face, font size and color of text. It is not supported in HTML 5.0. It means font tag is only available in HTML4. So the font tag has having 3 attributes called size, means we can change the size of a font. Color means we can change the color of font, and face we can change the type of font like Times New Roman, Verdana, Comic Sans, etc. So example is font face is equal to Comic Sans MS. So here Comic Sans MS, that is my font style. Then size is equal to 5. It means it will display a text in a size of 5. And my text is BPMP Polytechnic and closing font tag. Then again BR tag, so that is for new line. Another example is font face is equal to Verdana. So that is my font style. Then size is equal to 2. So a text VPMP Polytechnic will be displayed in size of 2. Now, an example of font tag. So, font tag is used to set the font style, size, and color of text. So, here I have written a body tag. Then inside a body tag, font tag. A font tag has attribute face is equal to Comic Sans MS. It means that is a font type. Then size is equal to 5. It means the size of font will be set as 5 pixels. Then a text BPMP Polytechnic, then closing font tag. And again I have written a font tag, font, then face is equal to Verdana, means that is a style or a type of a font. Then size is equal to 2, means 2 pixel, then a text BPMP Polytechnic. Now let's see how it will display as an output. So I'm running a file font.html. So it will display an output like this. VPMP Polytechnic, that is display in a size of 5, as well as font type is Comic Sans MS. Just below, it also display VPMP Polytechnic. Now it has size of 2 and its font style is Well done. So by this way, we can use a font tag in our HTML web page. Next tag is center tag. As we already know that what is the meaning of center? Center means middle. So the center tag is used to display some text, some image or some content in the center of web page. So the center tag was used in HTML4 to center align text. It is not supported in HTML 5.0. Example, center, then VPMP Polytechnic, then closing center tag. It means VPMP Polytechnic tags will be displayed in the center of web page. By the same way, we can also display an image in the center of web page. Center, then image tag, then closing center tag. So here what it will do, the img tag will display an image, and now that img tag is written between center starting tag and center ending tag. So it will display an image in the center of web page. Now let's see the example of center tag. So as we can see that title HTML center tag, then body tag center VPMP Polytechnic, then closing center. Then again I have written center img src is equal to image path, then height is equal to 200 pixel, width is equal to 200 pixel, then closing center tag. Now an example of center tag. So as we know that the meaning of center means middle. So a center tag is used to display an image as well as text in the center. So like here I have written a body tag. Inside a body tag, a center tag. A center tag contains VPMP space Polytechnic text. So that text must be displayed in the center of web page. Again I have written center tag, then an image tag. So in an image tag, I have set the source of image, height as well as width. Then again closing bracket with center tag. So that is my ending tag of center tag. Now run the same file in a browser. So how it will display? So like I'm running center.html file. So we can see that VPMP Polytechnic tags that is displayed in the center of web page as well as an image file is also displayed in a center of a web page. Now suppose I am changing the size of browser. So again it will adjust by itself. Like we can see that as we changing the size of browser, it will automatically centerize in text as well as image. So by this way we can use a center tag in our web page. Now the next tag is marquee tag. So a marquee tag is useful to place a scrolling text as well as image in our web page. Like an HTML marquee is a scrolling piece of text displayed either horizontally or vertically in your web page depending upon the settings. This is created by using HTML marquee tag. It has starting tag as well as ending tag. So attributes are direction. So direction attribute has 4 values: up, down, left and right. By default its value is left. It means suppose we are not specifying an attribute direction. In that case it will scrolling a text from right to left direction. Digi color. So Digi color attribute is used to set a background color in a scrolling text as well as in a scrolling image. So here example is marquee, Digi color is equal to red, then VPMP, then closing marquee. Now here I have not written a direction. So by default it will consider a direction of text as a left, as well as I have written Digi color is equal to red. It means whenever a text VPMP is scrolling from right to left direction, it must contains a background color as a red. Now let's see an example of marquee tag. Here I have written a head, then title, HTML marquee tag, that is my title, then closing title tag, then closing head tag. Then I have written body tag. inside a body tag, I have written marquee tag. So marquee, then busy color is equal to red, then direction is equal to right. Then a scrolling text, that is VPMP Polytechnic, then closing marquee tag. Now what it will do? So I have written BG color is equal to red. BG color means background color. So whenever a text VPMP Polytechnic is scrolling in my web page, at the same moment it get a background color as a red. As well as I have said direction is equal to right. It means a scrolling text must be scrolling from left to right direction. Let's see how it will perform. So here is my marquee.html file. So we can see that a text VPMP Polytechnic is scrolling from right to left direction, as well as it has background color as a red. So by this way we can set a scrolling text in our web page. Now we are setting a direction as a by default. So how by default direction can be set? So here we are removing a direction is equal to right and save a file. Again run the same file. Now the direction of text that is changed. Now it is scrolling from right to left direction. Okay, so by this way we can set a scrolling text in a web page, as well as we can change the background color of scrolling text, as well as we can change the direction of a scrolling text. Now let's see how we can set a scrolling image. So here I'm again writing marquee tag, then img tag, img src is equal to images slash vpmp logo, that is a path of jpg file, then closing img tag, then I am writing closing marquee tag. Now save our file and run the same file again. So we can see that it is scrolling a text as well as scrolling a image. Okay, so by this way we can set a scrolling image in our web page. Here I have not set the width and height of a image, so it will display a full actual image in my web page. So by this way we can use a marquee tag in our web page.